Some new FIFA 22 information is with us, and it does look very, very good. As we can see here, FIFA 22, these graphics we're going to be talking about, then we have some images to go over, and also there's been a lot of drama because all of these images are coming from the beta that was released today in North America, but there's sort of a lot of now controversy going on. Some people are saying that the beta is going to be cancelled, but is that just an empty threat from EA Sports, or maybe a strong threat, because at the end of the day they do have all of the control? But we are going to be talking about that in this video. So moving just straight into a first image here, we can see that this is clearly PlayStation 5, so that is now, it's more widely available in America. I've still struggled to get mine, but maybe I should be putting some more effort trying to get on Argos, other things. But FIFA 22, we can see here, FIFA 22 beta. Now, normally when something like this would get released, trust me, I'm the first one to just dismiss it straight away. I'm not one to fall for things, but it would be very ironic if this turns out to be fake. But there's a lot of evidence behind this, and also there's a very good reliable source as well. But this couldn't easily be an image that is fabricated. Number one, it's not really taken on an Elgato game capture, but maybe the person who's been giving this perhaps doesn't have it. But you would argue it'd be a content creator, right? So you would probably have an Elgato game capture. But it's hard to say, but it may be the person, Jack, as well. He's known for releasing a lot of leaks. It is sort of, people take you more seriously if you do take it on a camera like this, because they don't really believe it when they see a good, nice, shiny image. They don't really believe that. They do need to see a little bit element of sort of like, this has been taken, like it's a leak. That's just sort of that's the stereotype of a leak, is when we see it taken from a camera, low quality potato camera, everything like that. But we can see here that it says you redeemed your code for one item. So supposedly EA Sports gave this person in North America, because literally just released today on Wednesday, just in North America, just to a very, very few small groups of individuals. And now supposedly the saying is that they are upset, of course, with what's going on, and because it's already been leaked a little bit. But that is to be expected, I guess. EA Sports, I mean, you know your community. We are likely to leak it. I am not responsible for leaking it. I'm purely just presenting for educational purposes to see what our beautiful game is going to be like next year. But kickoff, we can see here, you can see some sort of details like placeholder here. So these are just elements that, this is a very, very early stage of a beta. And again, we don't usually get betas this early, in my opinion, at least, or at least it feels like it's been really quick. But we can see these backgrounds. It is a little bit unique, but it looks like the whole menu style, they've still kept it at the bottom. That must have been some sort of tactical change from EA Sports, some data behind that, why they did that. You can see it's a little bit blurred as well. My webcam shouldn't be blocking this. You can see it's a little bit blurred here. Now, the reasoning for this is, always in the beta, you have a little bit of a message. You have your floating, your PSN, your gamer tag that's floating around, because EA don't want you to take screenshots. So this is sort of, it's been edited. So it's just like on Photoshop, you have content aware. So they've just like content aware this, so to try and make it look good. But that is what some people were trying to point out, but Jack did come out and say that they've done this on purpose to avoid the gamer tag being there, and it's better than blurring it or covering it out, so you can still sort of get the theme of the image. But this is definitely quite high quality image, and we can clearly see this placeholder. It is quite good editing, in my opinion. Say if it were fake, it is definitely a very, very good concept prediction. But we will take a look at the source again. This is another image, so it does look like this is now on a game capture, so I don't see why you couldn't have taken more pictures of before. But we can see here, this is Volta Football. Apparently this is going to be completely reformed. There's loads of new features apparently that's going to be tested. Some are going to be staying, some are going to be going. But we can see here, Volta take football back to the streets with game-breaking abilities. So we've seen that, of course, advertised numerous amount of times, but here you can clearly see the menus are fine. So this hasn't been tampered with, it hasn't been edited. We can see that this image, it's a lot cleaner, and just to have like so many different images, it does sort of build the case that this is going to be real, and Mbappe's sort of probably is going to be the cover star. So I think that is realistic as well. So we can see Real Madrid versus Dortmund. So this is just a kickoff screen. The backgrounds, they do still stick to the same theme. It is sort of futuristic, maybe you could say. It is sort of like this is like lights around. But if we go ahead and back out and take a look, we do have some more very interesting details here, in my opinion. This was Madden 22. This is purely predictions now. So turn off your sort of like your mode of seeing like leaks and everything like that. These are just predictions. So my guy Marcel Designs, absolutely amazing. We can see here, this was the official Madden one. And this is what they did, MVP edition, so I'm assuming like Ultimate edition, but this is what it could look like for FIFA. Again, just a prediction for this FIFA. This is not a leak for this. Marcel Designs, we can see his tag down here, very, very nice, embedded into this. But Mbappe, assuming maybe he's going to be the cover star, I think that's a very good shout, and it looks really, really nice here as well. And also Splash Foot did actually make quite a creative thing as well. With the colors that we got today, it is looking like a little bit more of a green, yellow, maybe sort of like a dark blue theme, and I do think this could be something very good as well. It does sort of remind me of CONMEBOL, maybe Summer Heat, that sort of style of theme of the whole FIFA 22. But if we go ahead now and take a look at Jack, he's the one that has been leaking it. So he said today, he's the one that said that he's got news, he's going to be bringing everything. Any image you see from the beta that we just went through, it's all coming from him and the person he's sort of like working with to make these leaks. Of course, someone inside of North America who's been allowed as a beta testing. So we can see here there's a little bit of gameplay, so we could go over that in another video, but I'm more interested in sort of just the images for now. The reason behind that is, in my opinion, the gameplay just changes way too much. So EA always advertised there's its player switching, apparently second man press. Any sign of a meta, I think this is useful for sure. So far the crossing and heading meta seems very overpowered, but so many different things change. Maybe EA Sports haven't really like added all of the things they want to. They're just seeing how you react. They're testing, trialing a lot of things. It's extremely hard to say how gameplay is going to go, and also it is quite hard to describe it as well. If you're not the one playing, people react to it differently. But there is apparently going to be some more gameplay features, so he should talk about some more things as well in the future. But like Footwatch has said, the beta is just so different, and even the features that EA Sports advertise, some of them, there's such a big feature where you can sort of like take control of the other player and control the run of that player. We haven't seen anyone use that, and that FIFA 21 lifecycle is pretty much finished now. So there's definitely going to be features that sound interesting. They might not be good. New passing mechanics, of course, is things they promise, but some interesting things is, so he said, wow, they apparently, the beta testings have received an email or something like that. I'm not sure where this news is coming from, but this has not been confirmed by EA Sports so far. There hasn't been a public announcement or anything like that. So I do think there is a small chance of this possibly just being a threat to sort of the person who has released these images, maybe to delete them or something like that. But now it's on the internet, it's staying on the internet. So it's a bit of a problem, but King Lampard has tweeted, this was 6:11, so around 40 minutes ago, the FIFA 22 playtest beta has been cancelled. All playtesters have been emailed about the cancellation. So I might be doing a separate video of I was going to do a separate video of how to register, how to sign up, or how to at least have a chance of getting entered to the beta. But if this is legit information, we're going to have to see. But I do think that these images, I think we just have one more. So this is just the PlayStation 5 controller, player 1. So there's definitely a lot of graphics. I think you can't deny that this is all true. You can see the constant theme of the backgrounds. There was also Marcel Designs. He did like recreate these things, so I do think it's quite interesting. These are not, of course, official sources. This is just recreations, but I do think that it is very interesting. Of course, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, and is the beta actually going to be closed? Is it actually not going to happen this year? The demo did actually not happen. The demo was legit cancelled, but we'll have to see if EA do a public announcement or if they're just threatening the few people that they already have on the beta. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.